Let's
let's
go.
go. Let's go. Let's go. So, welcome to Networking Conversations, where we meet, chat, and grow together. I'm Lolita Reid. I'm a confidence builder, and today my guest is Sara Giller, Foreign's head of events. We are both members of the foreign networking community, and every fortnight we run the Let's Talk About Money networking meeting. And our topic today is how to create extra money out of thin air. But before we talk about that, of course, I will let Sarah to take the stage. But before we cover the topic, I will ask Sarah to also give us few benefits of why networking is important. Sarah, take it away.
Oh, thank you for letting me know we're going to be talking about that bit as
Yeah,
well.
I said we will be organic.
Very organic, yes. What do you use with organic produce? Anyway, well, there's lots of benefits from networking. Sort of businesses that are micro or small, even medium-sized businesses. It's a long-term strategy that really should be employed within that business, because it's the only place I know where you can go to a meeting and spend 90 minutes in foreign. You can promote and market your business. You can find suppliers, collaborators. You can find leads and referrals. You can also find people that will support you, that will help you grow, that will educate you, that will give you guidance. So there's a whole amount of stuff that takes place just within a small 90-minute session. And think what happens outside of that meeting when you actually go into the tribe and you start connecting up with people, because networking is about building relationships. And you can only do that if you are being consistent and if you are consistently turning up. So people being people, they actually need to see people on a regular basis, and it's the same with any friendship. Maybe there's a special friendship that you have where you can go for a year or 2 or 3 years and not see somebody, see them again, and then you're kind of like, you're back to where you were before. But for the majority of people that you meet, the minute they're gone out of your sphere, they've gone. You're forgotten.
Yeah.
So it's important to keep those touch points and to keep in contact with people.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Absolutely. I do agree. For me, when I join for a networking platform or online platform, I definitely noticed benefits, and it became the my business operations, the part of my business operations, because I treat these meetings you know, um, like very essential part of my business. I go there, I meet people, I show up for my business. And of course it's as you just mentioned, it's like a marriage. You have to be there to show up, and marriage is two-way street as well. So networking is two-way street. And for me, actually, one very key element as well, when we talk about benefits of networking, it just built my confidence, or strengthened my
mhm.
confidence, because you always sort of in front of people, even if it's online, you in front of people, so you
Mm.
need to be yourself. You need to show up authentically, so they have, or they will make that connection with you. So yeah, that's very important. And yeah, benefits are immersed. So now we can move, Sarah, to
Well,
our
I
top.
was going to say
Yeah,
something else. I get to speak to lots of new people who come into the networking, and it's quite incredible when people sort of say, "Oh, well, I don't really like online networking very much because you can't build relationships up." And it's like, well, how come online dating agencies work? But also the very fact that, we are primed to that. I mean, we only met online and we hit it off. And, we met up in Spain.
yeah, with now like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's like, well, we were like that to a certain extent. We didn't have to meet each other. We just continued when we met each other
Yeah.
in the same way. So I would disagree with that. I would say you can build equally strong foundations and friendships online as well as face to face.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. And that leads now to another, like it leads to our topic. But before that, we have this amazing meeting, networking meeting. Let's talk about money. And so my second question, very short question: why do people still do not like to talk about money? What is it all about?
Well, possibly maybe people don't understand about money. They've been indoctrinated and manipulated into believing money is one of these things that you chase. Maybe they see it as a finite resource when in actual fact it's money is a currency and they call it a currency because it flows. I think if you see it as a tool, and you have a better understanding of our current financial uh, predicament that we're in, I always recommend people. There's a guy called Michael Maloney who is
Mhm,
an American gentleman, and he did a 5 or 6 part series which you can find on YouTube. I'm sure I
mhm,
saw it on YouTube,
mhm,
and it's called something like how does money work or something along those
mhm.
lines. And if you put a search in for Michael Maloney, you will find it. And it was brilliant because it really did educate me as to how we've got into this debt situation
Mhm.
across the board with what's called fiat currency, the minute that the
Yeah.
dollar was taken off of the gold standard, etc., and how it's been used and manipulated to keep everybody in debt. So it's the history. I think it's something like maybe the history of money or something like that.
Mhm.
But
Okay, but Michael Maloney.
yeah, Michael Maloney, brilliant.
Mhm.
Yeah, brilliant series. Yeah.
That's okay. So I will check that, and I'm sure our listeners will check that as well. So now we are moving to our topic. And our topic for today, as I already mentioned, is how to create extra money out of thin air. So, why did we choose this topic, and what are you going to do about it or with this topic?
Well, I'm not going to be dishing money out to people, so that's one thing that I'm not doing. But it became obvious to me, talking to some of our members, talking to visitors that come along to the network, that there is a number of people out there struggling to make money. And a lot of the responses, especially if they have their own business, that, oh, I'm going to have to go and get a job. And my answer to that is no, you don't need to get a job. There's lots of things that you can explore, and I'm not going into them here because if somebody's interested, then if they've not been to a foreign meeting before, Lolita, you can book them in for free. So, oh, look at
Exactly.
that. Just
Look at
just
that.
like that.
Yes,
Just
just
like
like that. Magic. It's
yeah,
like from thin
magic.
air.
Uh, and yeah, you can book them in for free. They can come along and then they can hear. It's not a huge, I'm not going to be talking for hours and hours. It's only like an 18-minute section. And there probably is other people going to be in the meeting that can add to what I'm going to suggest as to ways in which people can actually increase the amount of money that they actually have, that is available money, by just doing a few little tweaks and things that aren't going to require them to get a job, things that aren't going to require them necessarily to spend a huge amount of time and effort doing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And so I just need to mention that anyone who never attended our networking events, they can join us free of charge as my guest. So all you need to do, just message me or leave a comment in the comment section, and I will come back to you and I will secure your spot, and you will be able to network with other beautiful and interesting entrepreneurs, business owners. Then you will
Mhm.
have a 40-second to pitch your business, and of course you will be able to listen to Sarah how to make money from the thin air, magic, not magic, really, reality. And of course, if you become a member, then you have an opportunity to foresight at our meetings, and that's for me that was amazing. Again, skill building, or presenting skills building opportunity. And so it's very important, and you can come to join us as a guest, and then we will take it from there. So
And also remember,
Mhm.
they'll get 3 1-to-1. So they'll
Oh,
get to
yeah,
have one-on-one discussions where they can,
absolutely.
chat to somebody else in a two-way conversation and find
Yes,
out ways in which they can help one another. So
ab-
that huge benefits, and that's just 90 minutes. And they can do it even with a glass of wine or a bottle of beer because it's in the
absolutely.
evening.
Absolutely. I have a glass of water here, so that's okay. But definitely on Tuesday, I'm coming with a glass of wine.
Are you?
So, anything to add?
No, I mean, I think it's information that, even if it's not applicable to whoever's watching us, they might know somebody that it could be, because, to go from having your own business to giving part of that up to make money to pay your bills is quite soul destroying, and really you don't need to do it. And what I found through my own personal experience is the minute that you become employed, even if it's only 50% of the time, that's 50% less time that you can spend on your business. So what happens to your business? It doesn't go like that.
Yeah,
It either does that or it does that. So, and in a networking organization like 4N, there's going to be people there that can help people to improve their businesses. It could be that, you've got people that are watching now who are fantastic with what they offer, but they might actually be very poor at running a business. And it might be the running of the business and knowing how to set it up properly, knowing all the ins and outs of marketing, promotion, all that type of stuff might be the stumbling block. But they're going to find people in our network that will be able to help with that.
yes, and we always connect people with each other as well.
Yeah.
Say, if I know somebody who needs some service, I always connect them, and that's how we operate. We are memberships or membership organization, and we support each other so
Mm.
we can grow together. So that's it from us for today. If you are going to watch this replay, please contact me and become my guest or be my guest, because you can join us. And who wouldn't want to join us? Two of us, even.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, so comment or message me and I will secure your spot. So now from us, from Lily, from me and Sarah, we are wishing you a beautiful weekend. Go and
Mm.
have some rest. But
Enjoy.
also remember, your business is always seeking your attention. So remember that as